A history of bad Shrek products. Let's check it out.
Impact, it's hard to believe the last Shrek movie came out well over a decade ago.
Are you serious? Yeah, we recently got some good Shrek news. Apparently Shrek 6 or Shrek 5 is in production and set to release next year, so like 2025, somewhere around there.
Somehow, this iconic saga of films has avoided becoming some
And I did not see that one. I only saw like the first 2 or 3 Shreks, man.
estranged, faded memory of the 2000s and actually managed to stay culturally relevant years later. What kept it going? Was it the endless memes, the spin-offs? Was it Al Pacino's phone case at a dinner party?
It was a gift. It was a gift from my daughter.
Whatever the reason, it's clear that something about the
Pacino.
franchise resonates with us on a deep cultural level. So much so that the Library of Congress actually inducted the first Shrek film into the National Film Registry, an honor reserved only for films that prove to have a, quote, historical, cultural, or aesthetic significance.
Yeah, I think at the very least, it's a third one. You know what I mean? I really like animated movies. I think their aesthetic is quite amazingly good, man. Not gonna lie.
And in a lot of ways, it was rightly earned. Shrek was a clever, satirical jab at the last 60 years of fairy tale style animation, with a general appeal that managed to charm audiences young and old.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that, bro.
That's what
I don't
ultimately
get into film theory.
made the movie an
Look at it, bro. Like, imagine your video game looked like this, bro. And this is like a very old footage, bro.
instant classic and unarguably
Like, they can't make video games look like this, bro. They can't.
a
Yeah, I mean, they can in the trailers and stuff, but it'll be hard. Maybe with the next gen. I don't think video games look like that, though.
hit. Little did we know that DreamWorks would leverage this position with one of the most obnoxiously aggressive marketing campaigns of the last 50 years.
Oh, gosh.
For over a decade, DreamWorks would put Shrek on almost every product imaginable.
Bro, I really have like a food aversion towards green, so I was not touching any Shrek products unless it was ice cream. If they had like a lemon lime ice cream, I would totally be down to try that.
And one way or another, we eventually all bought in. By Shrek 3, it was practically a part of everyday life. One day we all just rubbed our eyes and realized
Yeah,
we were
Shrek does have like quite a bit of fandom, guys. A little bit of fandom. Not the most.
bathing with Shrek shampoo and eating green ketchup. And
Oh gosh.
it wasn't even our fault. As part of their marketing efforts, DreamWorks had made it their sole initiative to have a tie-in product with almost every
Dream work. Let's make a dream work.
major brand on the
Alright, let's keep watching.
planet. It was virtually unavoidable. And depending on where you were in the world, those product
Shrek.
tie-ins could get very,
Far, far away pasta, no.
very weird. So today, we're taking a break from the deep dives to look at some of the weirdest Shrek-themed products that DreamWorks ever licensed. Some good,
Amber.
some bad, and some deadly for some reason. And unsurprisingly, many of those products were snacks, primarily targeted
Ogre O's.
towards children. In a lot of ways, the 2000s
Shrek with the subliminal advertising.
kind of felt like an Area 51 style testing grounds for children's food products. You had a lot of shameless use of artificial coloring, 14 syllable
Baby Bottle Pop is still one of the best candies that I just don't really eat because I don't really eat candies that much.
ingredients, Dunkables, Dippables, whatever this is, and a whole lot of other offenses. And it's not to say that these foods aren't still prevalent today, but we're talking about a time when a much larger portion of parents were less concerned with nutrition and more concerned with getting kids to just shut up and eat.
Yeah.
And this kind of
It's just food, guys. It tastes the most amazing, and then you're not hungry no more, so you just lose all the good feeling from it after you get full.
ignorance gave companies a lot more room for experimentation. Now, when it came to Shrek-themed food products, that was no exception.
Somebody once told me the
Okay, this is the one I know about, guys.
In 2000, Heinz took a look at a chart and realized that roughly half of ketchup consumers were children. And since it takes a grown-up to realize that ketchup is a C-tier sauce at best, they
Kinda is.
inevitably tried to find more ways.
No, we'll put ketchup as a B tier, guys. But what makes it a A tier is if you put like here's a you put a little pinch of salt on your like glob of ketchup, and then it makes everything taste like it gives it everything you dip in it like a good amount of saltiness.
To appeal to kids. In their efforts, Heinz
I don't know why they don't sell that giant bottle no more though.
pushed their R&D department to the forefront of
Remember.
ketchup technology, re-engineering their formula to produce an artificially colored ketchup in a myriad of different colors. And it just so
So they just like took the red out and added food coloring in a different color. Is what I'm thinking they did.
happened that a year later, the first Shrek movie came out.
Whoa!
So, Heinz performed the intellectual equivalent of banging two rocks together and marketed their green ketchup as Shrek Ketchup. Shrek-up. And for those of us old enough to remember, Heinz colored ketchup was a total hit, making quite a respectable 6-year run from 2000 to 2006.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
And yeah, I did try it, guys. It actually did taste exactly like ketchup. It was just green.
toward the end of the product's life cycle, parents were starting to get a little suspicious about the product's ingredients. And rightfully so. Turns out Heinz had chemically re-engineered their ketchup to the point where they legally could not call the product tomato ketchup.
Oh, snap.
Maybe in hindsight, releasing mystery color wasn't such a good idea.
Okay, now I feel like kind of sick just looking at all these artificial ingredients, man.
Yeah. Apparently, TV dinners aren't so depressing when you're a kid, which is probably why kid cuisine was so popular. Just by looking at the boxes, kid
Cuisine's like for if you're a little bit more richer. I would always get the banquets, man. They're a lot.
cuisine appears to hold the record for having the highest amount of unidentifiable substances in its frozen meals, which is a record no food product should ever have.
Kid Cuisine, they're all right. The little dang penguin, bro.
And apparently, the Shrek-themed dinners were no exception. Originally advertised for Shrek 2, these meals included Shrek-shaped nuggets, Shrek-shaped mac and cheese, and the ever-infamous swamp pudding, which advertised the ability to turn your tongue green. This marketing gimmick would go on to be mimicked by countless other products throughout the decade, and in my opinion,
Guys, we're gonna be done with the era of low quality video soon because you know the video keeps getting better and better as time goes on.
really exhausted
Like you can use AI to digitally enhance this.
itself by the time we got to Shrek Cheetos. Later on in 2010, Kid Cuisine would bring back the tie-in to promote Shrek Forever After, this time with a contest.
I hope it doesn't put spoilers because I have yet to see that one.
That's right. If you were one of the lucky few to pull the coveted green tray from specially marked packages, you were granted the chance to win a trip to Universal Studios to meet Shrek, who, at least for a time, was still kind of a work in progress. So what's Kid Cuisine up to today? Any new products? Exciting new partnerships? Nope. From one look at their website, it barely looks like their menu's changed. In fact, the company's never even made an effort to branch out with their meal items or provide healthier alternatives. But can we really expect much
It's just Kid Cuisine, bro. They're doing their Kid Cuisine stuff.
from a company that once advertised color-changing dessert as an attractive selling point? I don't
Guys, what dessert was that? Was that pudding?
think so.
Yeah, I like Kid Cuisine. They're alright, guys. Swamp
For the
syrup.
entirety of the decade, Shrek's main marketing ploy was green-colored everything. green ketchup, green tongues, green popcorn, green cream. It had kind of gotten out of hand. But when it came to
I'm glad the Shrek era is over as well, now that I think of it.
this marketing tactic, no other product curdles the tongue more than Nesquik's limited edition swamp flavored syrup. And no, that's not a joke. This Spanish label directly translates to swamp flavor, but apparently the actual taste was more akin to sour apple. From what I can tell, this product was widely sold throughout South America and Europe, but all I could really find were Eastern European commercials from 2004.
Yeah, I didn't see that in the States, guys.
So if you've ever wanted to hear a Hungarian voice actor literally moaning for swamp milk, well, look no further.
Hey, that's the kind of sounds we'd hear in different videos. Like exactly, it sounds like it. What were they thinking, man?
As much as I want
Bro became Shrek.
to hate this product, I very well may be in the minority, as it appears as though a petition has been created to actually bring this stuff back. Oh, and they're like super close to reaching their goal, so if any of you want to be the change you wish to see in the world, I've gone ahead and linked the petition down below.
Alright, well,
That's it.
Twinkies.
Shrek Twinkies, or Shrinkies, were a Hostess tie-in product that was released exclusively for Shrek 2 and Shrek Forever
I would try those.
After, boasting the same great
So there's only 3 episodes. Wait, no, there's Shrek the Third.
Twinkie taste, but with a Shrek-colored cream filling. This is just another product in a long line of Shrek-themed foods that oddly appears to contain some sort of preserved Shrek essence. And it is a trend I am all too glad has come and gone. And
Thank goodness.
it seems I'm not alone in thinking this.
However, that 20-piece McNugget box, I'll be down to try. What if they made green sauce, guys? Would that be too much close to burgers? Is that why we don't have that many green sauces at fast food restaurants?
In a presentation to the United States Senate, Senator Tom Harkin of Iowa also voices his distaste for Shrek Twinkies in what may be one of the funniest 2 minutes in American politics.
Many, as I said, advertisements for junk food snacks use characters popular with children.
Why?
Here's Shrek advertising Twinkies. I kind of like Shrek. And now using Shrek to poison our kids. Twinkies. Green Twinkies with a green filling in. Nutritional value, 0. Shrek.
Hey, where's the ogre filling? Guys, what does that joke mean? Like, I don't understand what is a pun or whatever.
Now becomes a bad guy.
Is it supposed to mean like an expletive or something?
Kids see Shrek and they like Shrek. They saw the movie. Shrek has a powerful appeal to kids' minds. I kind of like Shrek.
In order to promote Shrek 4 in
The cup scandal, guys. Okay.
2010, McDonald's would offer Shrek-themed drinking glasses for $2 a piece alongside any order.
Guys, I keep losing subscribers, man. Oh.
The glasses featured all the characters we knew and loved. One for Donkey, Fiona, Shrek, and Puss in Boots. And strangely enough, this glass, yes, this specific glass, ended up costing McDonald's millions. Turns out, some of the designs on the glasses contained high traces of cadmium, a chemical that, in high enough concentration, is basically poison. And thanks to an
That's any chemical, bro. That's any chemical in high enough concentration.
overly informative article covering the controversy, I now know way too much about cadmium. Essentially, this chemical is commonly used as a pigment for coloring.
If an article starts getting overly informative, I can't. It's hard for me to keep reading, guys.
Glassware, and is pivotal in producing the colors orange and yellow. This is where Puss in Boots comes in. Since the color of the character was primarily orange, the cup would end up wildly exceeding the FDA's pre-approved limit for cadmium. So McDonald's took the proactive approach and recalled every single glass. In an effort to round up as many as possible, the company offered to buy back customers' glasses for $3 each.
Wow.
And since they were originally sold for $2, consumers could actually turn a profit.
Turning a profit against a business? How, bro? That's uncalled. That's unheard of for average.
Of course, McDonald's would lose money in the process, but as far as they were concerned, it was a much better option than a class action lawsuit. In the end, the company ended up recalling over 12 million cups, losing
Wow.
millions of dollars in the process.
Nah, man, you're selling toxic stuff. Give me a 20 at least.
Considering the events,
It wouldn't pass nowadays.
some might
When Facebook messed up, they made us. They fined them at least like $10.
actually applaud McDonald's for their proactive response, but don't be fooled. This is the same company that got excited about putting cartoon ears on minimum wage workers, and it does not get more evil than that.
The magazine.
It seems like when it comes to
Cashapp.
Shrek marketing flops, no other sequel had it worse than Shrek Forever After. Along with the glassware scare, the film also received backlash when DreamWorks greenlit a promotional partnership with a men's fashion magazine. V-Man, the publication in question,
Never heard of that.
decided to use Shrek's creative license by superimposing the film's characters into racy photo shoots alongside suggestively
Oh wow! Don't do that.
clothed models, resulting in one of the most tasteless and awkward marketing campaigns I have
Man, if you told me this was AI generated, I'd believe you guys.
ever seen. I mean, look at this. Not even Shrek wants to be there. Of course, V-Man's attempts to market the movie to adults fell on deaf ears, and DreamWorks issued a public statement regretting the partnership. Ouch.
Public statement regarding it. Wow.
The first honorable mention in the world of Shrek-themed marketing goes to Vidalia onions. In this day and age, there really aren't many clever ways to increase the sale of onions. There's really
I don't eat onions that much
not much to them.
at all, bro.
But Vidalia got creative and partnered with DreamWorks in 2010 to promote just that, onions. And by God, it worked. Turns out an easy way to increase sales by over 30%
Really now, onions?
is to stick a cardboard cutout of Shrek in front of your product. And that's exactly what Vidalia
Wow.
did. Seems like
Not even that much investment,
as long as Shrek was
except the packaging.
on the cover, kids were interested, and sales of Vidalia onions inevitably skyrocketed. Is this kind of a testament to the manipulative marketing power of child mascots? Probably, but at least in this case it wasn't Twinkies.
Hey, what could we do about it? Ravioli? What?
Throughout Shrek's 10-year marketing run,
Wait, McDonald's and ravioli? No way.
McDonald's would produce countless Happy Meals, toys, and specialty menu items to promote Shrek movies. But no item came close to being as weird as the Shrek Ravioli Dippers. Exclusively sold in Australia, this pasta-based menu item was served as a limited-time meal to promote Shrek the Third. Of course, the reason it comes across as so bizarre is because it bears absolutely no resemblance to any specific food at all. I mean, the Shrek-shaped ravioli barely looks like pasta, and for some reason it's meant to be eaten
Hey, it looks kind of like pasta. It looks kind of like a dumpling.
with
Wait, is that actually edible, though?
tongs. This Shrek Boyardee is
Wow.
just another of McDonald's numerous attempts at trying to put pasta on the menu, which is something they literally can't stop trying for some reason. As for me, I'll just stick with my Shrek shaken fries thing.
Okay, if they add pasta to the menu, they need to add like some garlic bread as a side, and then it'll be a good dish, I think.
In 2004, NASCAR legends Tony Stewart and Bobby Labonte would make DreamWorks history when they sported custom Shrek 2 liveries on their cars in 2004. And while these paint schemes made impressive display pieces in die-cast
Even on the toys, that's super cool.
form, nothing came quite as close to the legendary collectability of the action figures. That's right. These were actually made for some reason, and to this day the target demographic
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
eludes me. But in a sport where sponsorships are practically ingrained into the life
Guys, they could have sponsored with. They could have partnered with Monster. They could have partnered with Monster energy drink, man. The greenest of them all.
Blood of the sport itself, it doesn't surprise me that people bought these things. I mean, this is the same organization that sold an entire night of racing to a children's movie.
TNT Sports presents the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 300.
I think we can all agree that when it came to movie marketing, Shrek was an absolute force that was rivaled by very few films in terms of sheer marketing power. To this day, the level of cultural virality that the franchise still maintains is actually quite impressive, considering the last movie came out over a decade ago. And now, with rumors of a fifth Shrek installment finally in the works,
Coming soon, yep. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
there won't be much we can do when advertisers once again start.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see a lot more green coming soon. Press the join button, guys. Guys, they might bring back some of these items for Shrek. Oh gosh. Honestly, Shrek marketing onions just make sense. Kind of like Shrek is in the U.S. government, so it happens, it happens. Later, guys.